Hello everyone, I hope you've been fine. So our next question is, using the data given below, build up a unit rate for 20 millimeter diameter mild steel reinforcement to building standards 4,449, including laps, bends, tying wires and distant blocks. Yeah, the data that we are given: cost of mild steel reinforcement is 50 shillings per kg. The labor constant for 1000 kg of reinforcement is cutting 5.6 hours, bending 21.8 hours, fixing 35 hours. Then the tying wires cost is 60 shillings per kg. Then tying wires per 1000 reinforcement is 10 kgs. So there we've been given the tying wires that we will use for the work. Yeah, tying wires per 1000 kg reinforcement. So in each and every 1000 kg reinforcement, you'll use tying wires of 10 kgs. So then the distant blocks, one number per 10 kg of steel, sold at 5 shillings. Then the skilled labor will be paid 100 shillings per hour. Unskilled labor will be paid 50 shillings per hour. Then assume any other information not given. So the materials that we have that will cost are steel, tying wires and distant blocks. Yeah, you can derive the materials from the question. Yeah, but if not specified in the question, you'll then come up with the materials that will be used to do that specific work. Yeah, so we'll begin with the steel, the reinforced steel. Okay, there are some abbreviations that are above here. I've read them and maybe some of you will not understand. The MS means mild steel. Then that is O, that is cross, that is diameter. So that is the diameter of the reinforcement bar. Then the BS is building standards. Yeah, then in measurements there is another MS, which is measured separately, but for costing we have MS of mild steel. Yeah, measured separately also we can use in costing. So we'll come across those abbreviations in our work. Please understand them. Okay, so this one is a bit simple compared to BRC. As per my view, this one is a bit simple because this one we are given everything. We've been told we will cost for 1000 kgs of steel. So you'll say 1 kg is equal to 50 shillings as per the data. 1 kg of steel, 50 shillings. Then what of 1000 kgs? It will be 50,000. Yeah, it's kind of simple. Yeah. Okay, then tying wires, that is the next item. You will say 10,000 kgs, which we were told in the data above that 10,000 will be used to tie 1000 kgs. Yeah, so you'll just take 10 plus 10 times 60, you'll get 600, because we were told 10 kgs will be used to tie 1000 kgs, but we have 1000 kgs to tie. So we'll just take that 10, you multiply it by 60 to get 600 shillings. That is the cost for tying our wires. Then the distant blocks, we were also told that one distant block can tie 10 kgs. So you just find the number of distant blocks that will be used to tie 1000 kgs, whereby you take that 1000 kgs multiply by 1, then you divide by 10, you get 100 number of distant blocks. then you multiply it by the cost of distant block, which was 5 shillings, you will get 500 shillings. Yeah, then that is the end of materials. Then you get the totals for materials, which was 50,000 for steel, 600 for tying wires, then 500 for distant blocks. Distant blocks is also known as spacer blocks. Then the totals will be 51,100 shillings. Then allow for cutting waste. Yeah, for reinforcement also we have cutting waste. Yeah, so cutting waste is 5%. 5% of that 51,100 will be 2,555 and 00 cents. Then the total after allowances is 53,655 shillings and 00 cents. Then we proceed to labor. Then for labor, we were told nearly everything in the data. We were told that labor constant for 1,000 kgs will be cutting when you cut. So when you want to put reinforcement in place, the first step that you'll do, you'll cut it into the required size. Then the next thing you'll bend it. You bend the hooks. Then the next thing you'll fix them. Yeah, you fix it. As you fix it, you tie it. That act of tying it, that is the fixing it. You tie it, then you fix it to the position that is required. So we were told that cutting will take 5.6 hours. That is 1,000 kg of 1,000 kg of mild steel reinforcement bar. That is 20 millimeter diameter, D20, yeah, or T20 or Y20. So so bending will take 21.8 hours, fixing will take 35 hours. So our labor will be, you take a cutting, which is 5.6 hours, then you add to bending, which is 21.8 hours, then you add to fixing, which is 35 hours, then you add this, their totals will be 62.4 hours. Then you'll say, therefore, cut, bend, and fix is 62.4 hours. But the labor, the skilled and one skilled and one unskilled, their totals will be 150 shillings per hour. This 150 shillings I get it by, I take 100 shillings for the skilled, then the 50 shillings for the unskilled, it will be 150. So you take that 150, you multiply it by the total of the cut, bend, and fix. Then you'll get 9,360. Then the totals materials plus labor will be 53,655 plus 9,360 will be 63,015 shillings. Then you add profits and overheads, which is 25%. Your profits and overheads will be 15,753 shillings and 75 cents. So your grand total will be 78,768 and 75 cents. But remember that all the calculations that we've been doing, we were doing for 1,000 kg of reinforcement. But we need, our rates are given in 1 kg. Yeah. So you'll just take that 78,768 and 75 cents. You divide it by 1,000 kgs, or you can cross multiply. It's just the same. You'll get that when costing for D20 or Y20 reinforcement bar, the rate will be 78 shillings and 80 cents. Yeah, so that is the rate for costing for D20. Yeah, so that is the end of that question. Thank you so much for watching this video, and may God bless you. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. You can also share with other friends so that they can also gain. Bye.